Okay, alrighty. Oh, a little bit late there. I kind of fell asleep putting my daughter to bed. Oh man, it is just so comfy. That's alright. That's alright. We're going to be kicking it up a notch. Well, kicking it down a notch, I guess you could say, tonight with the fantastic and absolutely lovely Dinosaur Action Damping Sphere here. Pretty straightforward stuff. If any of you haven't seen by chance, this is Stampede Dino in Explorer. It's all about Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, continually all about this card. Playing lots of dinosaurs all at once, usually killing the opponent because they all have haste. But if it doesn't happen, that's alright. We still play a bunch of other good bodies, even if we don't see this. That's alright by me. The backup plan is like a regular plan. But I do love all kinds of variations of dinosaur decks. If you guys do have a suggestion, definitely leave a comment, that sort of thing. Give me a suggestion in the Discord as well. Whew, okay. Yeah. But, you know, it takes a couple turns to build up to this. I don't have those early creatures, which sometimes can make it just a touch faster. Making a bunch of mana, as always with Castle Garenbrig, is, well, that's pretty lovely stuff. Doesn't get much better than that. But yeah, a couple turns slow. You know, some decks are kind of fast. One turn too fast. Damping Sphere. It's all about slowing the opponent down. Usually I only play one thing a turn, sometimes two things, but this is going to hurt. Excuse me, I did mention I fell asleep. Maybe I should have slept for longer. Okay. Man, yeah. What doesn't this hurt? What doesn't this slow down? Mono Green Devotion, which is one of my painful matchups. Just not quite fast enough, and Mono Green Devotion really didn't lose anything. People say it was hurt greatly by Karn losing that with the recent ban. Not so much. You face it, it's still doing its nasty things. So much mana, so many big creatures just playing stuff after stuff and drawing. Not a pretty sight whatsoever. So Damping Sphere stopping Nykthos from tapping for, well, a lot. However much that is. Slow it down, make everything cost more. Usually, oftentimes they're playing multiple things to turn. Make a bunch of mana, play a bunch of stuff. This is fantastic hate. Lotus Field as well, which was kind of rough, the Azorius Lotus Field there, as it sometimes is, making so much mana. Discontinuity, stopping the turn, stopping us from drawing a card. If we play Carnage Tyrant or one of the dinosaurs that can't be countered, they simply stop the turn while this or this is on the stack and that goes to the graveyard, doesn't enter the battlefield. It's not fun. Not at all. But it also hurts. Discover combo, Quintorius canned. It's like Geological Appraiser. A thing enters, they discover for 4 or 3 or whatever it is, and usually win on the spot. But Damping Sphere adding an extra 1 each time they have to play something. Even if they can play it for free, they still have to pay an extra 1 and then 2 and then 3. Basically it stops that. Pretty straightforward right there. Izzet Phoenix. This is, well, it's fantastic hate. Even if you have one Damping Sphere, they're never casting 3 things in a single turn. Even if 3 things cost normally 1 mana. The first spell, oh, it's 1. But that second 1 mana spell now costs 2. And then the third 1 mana spell now costs 3. Because it's taxed twice. They've cast 2 spells before it. In total, to cast 3 spells, it would be 6 mana. And Izzet Phoenix oftentimes doesn't have 6. That would just, hose them. And you know, if I have 2 Damping Spheres, I mean, it's all over, lights out. the first spell I play, it's not taxed, which is good. Just keep playing a Topiary Stomper, I get a basic land. Sylvan Scrying, oh, keep setting up, and boom. There we go. Ghalta drops, everything else enters the battlefield. The opponent's dead. That's the name of the game. If the opponent is going slower, if we can slow them down or basically cripple them completely, well, I keep doing my thing. Just one by one by one, turn by turn. That's what I want to be doing. And hurting so much stuff. Absolutely. Oh, beautiful. It's an artifact. Hey, I could play it with 2 Cavern of Souls. Not that I would normally keep a hand with 2 Cavern of Souls, but don't have to worry about having 2 sources of red or something like that, or a source of red early on. Sometimes that's not the case. It could be Sunken Citadel. I would be naming green because Castle Garenbrig's ability there requires 2 green, and then maybe I have a Cavern of Souls or a forest plus a sunken. I'm not looking at a source of red quite yet for some other land hate. Alpine Moon was actually one I was eyeing up, but this definitely hurts a lot more that I'm looking to hurt. Whew. Other than that, it's pretty much the same. The basic idea, Earthshaker Dreadmaw, trying that out. Again, actually. Not that I think I need quite so much card draw, but the idea being I could play Topiary Stomper, pretty lovely stuff. Turn 3, throw in a Palani's Hatcher on turn 5 or something. That's pretty slow, but let's just say we're going back and forth, not quite getting stuff. The opponent doesn't have much. It gets into a little bit of a grindier matchup. Palani's Hatcher is potentially drawing me 3 things after I play the Earthshaker Dreadmaw. The Hatcher plus the Dinosaur token plus the 0/1 egg plus Topiary Stomper. I think there's a pretty decent chance. Worst case scenario, we're drawing 2 cards, 3 cards, and it is a good sized body, and it has trample. If it enters the battlefield with Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, hey, we're drawing a ton. An absolutely massive ton of cards. Not that I need to at that point. Maybe the opponent somehow can survive. Possibly. Who knows what they might have. They prevent combat damage and then they sweep on the next turn. That'll get them. That'll get them as we refill most of our hands. Say we have Earthshaker enter, Palani's Hatcher. That would be 3 cards. Maybe it's Palani's Hatcher and Regisaur Alpha and Earthshaker Dreadmaw all entering. 5 cards. Regisaur, 2 dinos, Palani, 3. Whew. That's pretty decent stuff. I love it. I love it. Giant Cinema as well. Stop the life gain. Good. I do so much painful stuff. I have a very good chance against a lot of things. Damping Sphere should close the gap, I think. Level the playing field there, where I'm pretty happy to face just about anything, even if they are super fast. But of course, super fast aggro deck that can really get us not too much early things there. Sneak in enough damage, can't really recover, but you can't really win against everything. If you were, other people would probably be playing your deck. Tranquil Throwback as well, lovely, but I might trim that. The main, the best part I think is the exiling a graveyard, but if Izzet Phoenix is, the common deck, and if Damping Sphere hurts Izzet Phoenix, which is kind of a graveyard deck a lot of the time, maybe I don't need the graveyard hate from Tranquil Throwback, and I could possibly switch this out for a sweeper even. Maybe I'll keep that in mind. But we hate against a lot of stuff, and even if we don't specifically hate against it, there's just so much overwhelming power. Boom. Get the opponent. Whew. Oh boy. And chill out. It's like the deck title from last night, it kind of makes sense as well here. Have people chill out and not play as much stuff. How's it going? Yes, good evening. Oh, happy to have you early at the very beginning. Hoping to hose people. I think this could work. There's no Castle Garenbrig, no super early stuff, but I like seeing 2 Sunken Citadels. If I see Commune with Dinosaurs, probably that's going to grab Castle Garenbrig. Sylvan's Crying. I got a good feeling about this. Certainly could be quite a bit worse for sure. Eventually we will have 5 mana. We will get to Palani's and then possibly play Earthshaker Dreadmont after that. Oh boy. That's looking good. Yeah. Well. And we'll go green as well. We have 2 sources of red with Rockfall Vale and Stomping Ground here, so perfectly fine for the source of red that we need for... Ooh, what we got going on here? Each opponent discards a card. I don't like that. Get rid of a forest. Oh, get rid of a forest, get another forest. Okay. Well, Kaheera might as well. Always having something for 3. It's very good. You're always doing something for 3 mana. Oh, Earthshaker. We are talking. We are talking absolutely. That's going to be nice. Rats. Ooh. Do we have mono black rats? So I was talking about a sweeper. This would be a prime example of, well, that would be good. But Kaheera, cross your fingers, they don't have removal for it. As long as we land Palani's Hatcher next turn, I think we're going to be in a very good position. I would be surprised if they didn't have removal, though. There is so much of it. So again, not having early creatures, we don't have to really care about an opponent's potential removal. Nah, got to be a forest again. Let's keep that Stomping Ground there. Okay, they play a bunch of stuff. Yeah. Get rid of Carnage Tyrant. I'm going to be playing Palani's and then I'm going to be playing Earthshaker anyways, hopefully. Oh, Castle Garenbrig. Oh, darn. Well, you never know what you're going to draw, but so we could have played that Carnage Tyrant. Hey, we'll do this. We got a lot of stuff. I think we should be in a pretty good position. See what they do to that 4/4. Probably just block. Oh, okay. All right. Let's go Earthshaker Dreadmaw. We're about to draw a bunch of stuff. Nice that Earthshaker can, come into effect and feature the very first match of the night here against something I usually just would never expect to see. Don't have any more discard. Cross. Oh, okay. That's all right. We still got that Stomping Ground. Good stuff. Hopefully there's no Thoughtseize, but I'd be surprised if there wasn't. Fatal Push. That's okay. It's okay. Oh my goodness. Well, I guess we're going to be hoping to draw a 6th land. Man, discard everything. Discard. That is, that's no fun. 6 land. Oh, well, Regisaur Alpha, that's a body. Fine by me. I just say would be maximum aggressive, super aggressive. Lord Skitter, getting that guy out of the way. I like it. Doesn't seem like they're doing a whole lot. A lot of small things. Oh, everybody blocking that token. Okay, I'm fine with that as well. Maybe they have another Lord Skitter or something like that. Those rats are, skittering or scurrying away. Okay, they're down to 4. That's pretty good. 3 of those creatures can't block, so hey, should be pretty. Oh, pretty nice. Ooh, my goodness. Okay, yeah. Whoever would expect mono black rats? Alright. Dead. Basically. Oh.
You have no power here.
Well, they certainly don't have a whole lot of power. I would hope I could crush the rats with the dinosaurs, but they're small and they scurry around, and perhaps dinosaurs have a hard time just catching the rats. Do I want to do anything specific against it? Not a whole lot. Just kind of play the stuff. Cross my fingers they don't have quite so much discard with the burglar rats. It enters, we just discard a card, and Azumi Informant as well. Yeah, keep it as is, knowing what they're going to face. Hopefully keeping the first hand. I'll try to keep the first hand just to start off with the full amount of cards, as they will likely make me discard stuff, and that is, well, that's a keeper. Oh, a Sunken Citadel as well. Very, very nice indeed. I must admit, it's pretty cool to see even more people using that card, because, oh, mono black rat discard. Okay. Well. Things are getting interesting here. Huh. Could have brought in a little bit of enchantment hate, potentially. Take out Waste Not and various other things, but hey, we'll go with Topiary Stomper. 100%. We get to 6 next turn. 6 on turn 4 with that Sunken Citadel. Make me discard some stuff. Might play Regisaur Alpha, set up for potential Earthshaker. I'll be going with Commune to grab a land for the turn, play it, Carnage Tyrant. That's beautiful. We don't really need Earthshaker at this point, because we have lots of other good stuff. That's going to have to be it. Okay, well, there's saying goodbye to Carnage Tyrant, I think. Okay. Not too bad yet. Let's not get ourselves worked up. I was going to say, hopefully it's one I can play, but Sunken Citadel would mean they would die next turn if... I'd kind of rather just go Carnage Tyrant. Play it safe. Sunken Citadel would enter the battlefield tapped. That's no fun. I want to go with this. I'm going to hope that I draw another land next turn that enters untapped, and then I would still get to go Ghalta. Just get Carnage Tyrant down. That's pretty scary. Oh, darn, Invoke Despair makes me sacrifice Topiary Stomper. I'm alright with that. It is too bad if I knew... Oh! There you go. None of your funny business. None of your cheese. Literally. Rats. And cheese. See you later. Trample. Don't care about all your little things. Whew. Having them as a snack. Munching on them. Dinosaurs probably would eat a lot of stuff that... some dinosaurs were scavengers, like vultures. So I guess maybe they would sometimes eat a rat. Huh. There you go. Get the job done. Nobody is safe. Not even those rats. Okay, good. I like it. Whew. I was a little bit scared, I must admit. All the discard, and then seeing Waste Not. Depending what we discard, they get something. Mana temporarily, a creature, or they draw a card. That gets out of control real quick. Okay. Hopefully I face off against Lotus Field, Izzet Phoenix, I would imagine. I at least face off against Izzet Phoenix, and I can feature Damping Sphere. The potential. The painful potential that it brings, and helps give me a fighting chance. Not even a fighting chance. Sometimes it just lands and then I win, because they can't do much. I don't think I've seen that. No. I do like seeing all kinds of fossils and seeing about the new discoveries, how the Tyrranax Rex might have sounded. I think there was a clip a little bit ago where somebody redid the vocal cords of Tyrranax Rex, and it sounds pretty scary. Oh, okay, we got Azorius control, potentially. This is good stuff. I like it. Sunken Citadel. Yep, okay. Boom. There we go. 6 green, turn 4 with the Sunken. That's what it's all about. Oh, they foretold. Oh, nuts. Maybe they foretold a saw it coming to counter what we might do. Oh, it actually is Lotus Field. Oh, okay. Damping Sphere. Have no fear. I'm actually kind of surprised. I don't usually face Lotus Field, I must admit. See what they do with this. Make them squirm. A little bit. Can't counter it, can't target it. Hopefully they don't have something that puts a spell on the top or bottom of our library. Usually they don't. Ether Gust, specifically targeting a red or a green spell. That's usually in the sideboard, of course. Nobody would start off with that to begin with. But hey, at the very least, if we draw out a sweeper next turn, maybe they're tapped out, and maybe because Carnage Tyrant can only be taken out by specific things, that means the strict proctor goes away. I don't have to worry about being taxed for enter the battlefield effects. And you can see again, they're mousing over all the lands there. Oh, how'd they do? 6 green? That surprise. That's good, and that is pretty darn consistent, that specific scenario. Turn 4, Carnage Tyrant. Gotta love it. Sweep me. Oh, no sweeper. This is actually pretty interesting stuff. Very nice to not see Lotus Field yet. I would assume it's Lotus Field with the strict proctor. Usually you should. Huh. Well, we'll be taken out to Fairy, that's for sure. Big time. Well, I can counter whatever I play. I'm going to try for Kaheera just to draw it out, basically. See what happens. See if we draw out that saw it coming. Oh. Okay. Well, let's see what they do. We'll certainly go for Teferi. If it is Lotus Field, it's nice to take out Teferi. Doesn't untap the Lotus Fields after they have it happen. I'm going to try for Ghalta, though. I have 2 left. Might as well keep testing the water, see what information I gain. I've got a lot of power, a lot of potential still eventually. Oh, so Beseju. Okay. Fine by me. I'll grab a stomping ground. We still get to make 6 next turn. Good. Sweep. Do it. Oh, Doom Scar. Oh, nuts. Well, it would be nice to... Oh, okay. I was going to say it would be nice to have Cavern of Souls. Let's grab it with Sylvan Scrying here. At least we don't have to worry too much. Hopefully they don't have a Beseju. Huh. Interesting. What is up their sleeve? Bant. White, blue, and green. Lotus Field. Odd. Well, at least my stuff can't be countered now. I have an extra 2 to pay, which is pretty good. I like it. could see Wandering Emperor being in the mixture. I want to draw that out. See what they might still have in their hand. March of Otherworldly Light, something. Okay, good. We got the Wandering Emperor out. I assume they would have played it anyways, but hey, we've got that information. Now that's out, and maybe they'll use their mana on something else, because they don't have to keep holding it up again and again with the Wandering Emperor there. Tyrranax Rex would be pretty lovely stuff, but at least their counter spells don't work. Ooh, another strict proctor. That's strictly good. Actually, I can pay 4 for Topiary Stomper. Okay, well, that's what we're doing. I don't have an extra 4 for the other creatures that I have in my hand, so hey, we'll do this, get another body. I like it. Hopefully I don't have another one. Oh, a Memory Deluge. Okay, at least one strict proctor has to block to save Wandering Emperor, or it's at 2. Okay, it doesn't matter. Good. That Wandering Emperor goes down, fortunately. I like that. It's not making their strict proctors bigger and better, adding a counter, temporarily giving them first strike. No. Now they're looking for Lotus Field. Definitely. Man, it took them a while to get there. My, oh my. They still have 4. They're probably going to sweep. I think they're going to sweep. Interesting. We'll go Tyrranax Rex. Lovely stuff that we got it. Hopefully they don't play another Teferi next turn, though. Oh darn, get lost. Shucks. Might as well explore both times on Tyrranax Rex here. Get a little bit of benefit. I like Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. Yes, please. That's good. Can't play Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. 4, 6. Oh, I can. Okay, but I don't have the 4 mana for the strict proctors. They might just sweep here because they're in a sticky situation, though. No Teferi. Oh, okay. Darn. Well, it is certainly going downhill, that's for sure. Hopefully no second Lotus Field. They have to do something to, Tyrranax Rex, though, or else they might be done for. Foretelling a card doesn't do a whole lot. They still have access to quite a bit, though. Discontinuity. Oh my goodness. Never seen that card before in my life. That's probably going to be it, I would imagine. We'll play it out a couple turns, but at this point it's likely too far gone with multiple Lotus Fields, Teferi untapping. But they might not grab what they need to save themselves, at least for a turn. Tyrranax Rex could potentially just sneak in there and get him. Or they have a discontinuity and they can power up Strict Proctor, another one, giving it a counter, just barely getting the job done. I would imagine with Memory Deluge for 7, they're going to be able to find another discontinuity or who knows what. You never know. Usually it's something good. Okay, Okay, yeah. Another Lotus Field, too. Oh boy. That's fun. Wait, one more turn. We only have one more turn anyways. Strict proctors with flying. Yeah, that's too bad. But we got Damping Sphere. That's like one of the best things to bring them pain. Absolute pain. Hopefully sneaking it in around a counterspell, of course. Definitely hoping to see one of the 4 Damping Spheres in the opening hand. 100%. Okay, hey, well, that's how it goes. Sometimes they just, they play back-to-back-to-back discontinuities that they grabbed off of the memory deluges. Sometimes you can't do much, but sometimes you have a thing that does a lot, that hurts them exactly how you want to hurt them. Oh, beautiful stuff coming up here. Boom, boom. They're probably not too worried. They're going to be a little bit worried when they see what I'm about to do. Damping Sphere. Ooh, that's no Damping Sphere. We're mulliganing. Well, that's quite a bit better. 2 lands and Sylvan Scrying, 2 forests. And Sylvan Scrying was painful. I really did want a Damping Sphere. One more try. Oh, we got it. Okay, that's going to be it. Let's hope. Might actually send Topiary Stomper to the bottom if they get that early Strict Proctor. I would be held off from grabbing the basic land. Nah, you know what? We'll keep Topiary. Send Tyrranax Rex to the bottom. Now let's do that. Hopefully getting a land that enters untapped, getting Damping Sphere down. Oh, good, beautiful. We got her. Hopefully they don't have removal. It might just be Beseju being Bant. That's certainly a very real possibility. A counter is a very real possibility too. I'm going to try for Sylvan Scrying. Okay, well that's good stuff. Get that Castle Garenbrig. If I draw a Carnage Tyrant, that happens next turn. Cavern of Souls would be nice, although that happened pretty much instantaneously with the Sylvan Scrying, so it makes me think maybe good, we can sneak something in. Well, this is certainly going downhill. If we have something that gives haste, I mean, it could pretty much be all over. Would be all over. We can make 7 right now. We can make 8 next turn with Ghalta. Beautiful. Now, as long as they don't have removal for Damping Sphere, we might be okay. Get Kaheera for sure. And play it. I think that makes sense. Hopefully creatures. No more lands. No more lands. Regisaur Alpha or Palani's Hatcher. Let's see it. Ugh. Okay, well, we'll choose red. At least we're at 7. That's pretty good. Don't have to worry about Wandering Emperor. Also very nice. I don't think they have anything. Oh! about the least ruthless possible. Actually, I probably should have used something else. The Mr. Bean one. The Mr. Bean one is good.
Yes.
When you bring in the exact thing. Oh, 4 copies. Don't mess around. Don't try to use 1 or 2. You know, that's just never enough to see it often enough. And 4 copies because it hurts a lot of stuff. And it hurts a lot of stuff that hurt me. But now it's time for me to bring the pain. Or you to bring the pain, because this is an uncommon, so it definitely doesn't break the wild card budget, the wallets, if you're playing in paper. If you're often doing just one thing a turn, and then eventually doing this and they're dead. Or just slow the opponents down. That's what I'm getting at. Oh, okay, well I'm glad that I mulliganed for it, because that won us the game 100%. No question about it. There we go. Don't even have to mulligan, and it's a pretty fantastic hand with that Castle Garenbrig. Whew. I'll probably be gunning for a counterspell, doing something. Foretell. Do it. Oh, no. That's not going to do it. It's nice when they're tapped out on their turn too, and we don't have to worry about the potential of having Damping Sphere answered by that. I'll besage you to take out the Damping Sphere. Well, that's what they're going to do next turn. That's what they're going to do. We're going to get ahead by a land, and that could be detrimental. That's also why if you have something so specific. Oh, okay. Okay, no Lotus Field. Interesting. But if you have something so specific, definitely they will use any and all answer they can to get rid of it. So you want to have a backup potentially when they do get rid of it. Well, I'll try for Kaheera. I would imagine something happens to it, a counter spell or some sort of removal. At the very least, I get to start playing Carnage Tyrant. Next turn, Tyrranax Rex, the turn after that. And hopefully we can make some magic happen. Well, that's pretty good. Certainly not going to block at least this turn. It would be nice to get a little bit of benefit from Kaheera, powering up all the other creatures. Definitely get that Carnage Tyrant. Oh yeah, it does hurt me. I forgot about that. We'll get there. Just been so long. I've never used Damping Sphere much. I still like it though. Well, we'll get the job done. I'm not used to hurting myself. Partly, probably why I stayed away from Damping Sphere, because it hurts the game plan I'm trying to do. But it still does the trick. That darn Chrome Host Seed Shark. If only we had some good removal for that. That would have been nice. Well, I would like to go with Carnage Tyrant and then go with the... Yeah, I want to explore the Topiary Stomper. That's going to be nice. I can't really be aggressive at this point, and we don't have too many more turns anyways, sadly. At least have 2 blockers for those tokens that they got there. Ooh, a Sunken Citadel. That could be good. Could have been good. Oh yeah, absolutely hurts them more than it hurts us. If I didn't have Damping Sphere, yeah, it'd basically be still done for. Okay, so the Chrome Host, Seed Shark, 100%. Hey, they have 4 creatures. We only have 2 blockers dead no matter what. And it's interesting. It makes me think of Izzet Phoenix. If you guys are watching or if you've experienced, you bring in specific hate. With Izzet Phoenix, you bring in the graveyard hate. Game 2, you're ready to go. You're ready to stop the Arclight Phoenix from entering the battlefield after they cast 3 instant or sorceries. But then you never see the Izzet Phoenix. They have the Young Pyromancer, the 3rd Path Iconoclast. Whenever they cast a instant or a sorcery or a non-creature spell, I believe, they make a 1/1 creature. Interesting. I'm pretty sure, I haven't confirmed this, but they remove all the Arclight Phoenix, replace it with stuff that makes all kinds of little tokens, and they go wide, they swarm the board. So you brought in this graveyard hate, but the Izzet Phoenix is not even in the deck because they took it out. So you brought in something that is completely useless now. The game plan has changed of the deck, but you don't know that the opponent is going to change it. The opponent knows you're going to bring in a certain piece of hate. Damping Sphere, of course, is pretty darn straightforward. They know there's that potential. They saw it, and they saw it game 2, so they were ready and waiting for game 3. Maybe they cut Lotus Field completely. They brought in Chrome Host Seed Shark. They transformed what their game plan was. Perhaps. Chandra Torch of Defiance. Oh, yes, as well. That is a very good thing. So keep in mind, if you guys are ever facing that, the opponent may know what you're going to do. If you're going to do something common, so then you try to game them. They know, you know, everybody knows. Try and bluff them. They assume you're going to bring something in. They saw it, but you take it out and you change up the game plan. If you're able to change up the game plan, you bluff the bluff. I guess you could say. Something like that. But it's a good learning experience, absolutely. Just thinking, oh, they have information. What will they do? They're armed with the common information of what other people do when they face my deck. I'm playing Lotus Field. They're going to bring in Damping Sphere. I'm going to change my game plan. Or I'm playing Izzet Phoenix. They're going to bring in Graveyard Hate. I'm going to transition to a deck that doesn't really care about the graveyard. But I do care about this hands. That's the keeper of keepers too. Sunken Citadels, Castle Garenbrig. Well, we're looking at a painful, aggressive deck. Simic Merfolk on the play. As I was mentioning tonight, aggressive things that tends to do the trick. Deeper Pilgrimages, not so fun. Not at all. I would imagine we could be done for with, the Lord too. Yeah, that tends to do the trick. Flame Sweep would have been absolutely divine, of course, but hey, you can't always have everything. Ghalta Stampede Tyrant would be pretty cool too. Springleaf Drum as well is quite nice. They can tap a creature, which also makes another for Deeproot Pilgrimage, but it doesn't matter at this point because they did swarm the battlefield. They had a Lord. As most Lords, well, oftentimes Lords cost too. We don't have a Dinosaur Lord that is this cost. It wouldn't be much of a dinosaur. You would think if it was a Dinosaur Lord, it probably has to cost a lot. Something like that. A cheap dinosaur probably wouldn't be a Lord because it would be weak, but there's nothing you can do in some situations though. Tranquil Throwback could be nice. taking out Deep-Root Pilgrimage or Springleaf Drum. Hey, if we can take that out early, we can stop them from making at least a few tokens. Could be good. Still like Tyrranax Rex, stuff that can't be countered, hard to be targeted. I'll trim a Ghalta though. 3 Earthshaker Dreadmaws. Alright. Oh, that's not going to do it. Much better. I'm liking the looks of that. I do want to keep Ghalta's Stampede Tyrant though. Definitely got to keep Topiary Stomper. Send Carnage Tyrant to the bottom. We got lots of goodies coming up. Okay, that's also pretty nice stuff. Gotta be Castle Garenbrig though for sure. Hopefully a Sunken Citadel mixed in. We might be able to sneak in potentially Vidalian Hexcatcher also. A lovely lord. Super lovely. All the other merfolk get bigger and potentially they can sacrifice it or they can sacrifice a merfolk. Counter target non-creature spell, but everything is creatures, so I think we should have enough time. Oh, the Sunken Citadel next turn. It would be dead. 6. Oh, I think we could do it. We're going for it. Yep, here goes nothing. Cross your fingers, we're not dead, but we could be. Multiple lords, collected company. Oh boy, it's about to get intense. Okay, yeah, not quite dead yet. Oh boy. Tishana's Tidebinder is cost 3. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Can't counter Ghalta Stampede Tyrant and you die. Oh, phew. We're fast enough. There you go. Done. Smoked. Out of the water. Oh. You gotta watch out. Even if you're at full health, you may be dead. Oh boy. So we can go fast enough if you're on the play, but you can't always be on the play. You just have to hope they go slow a little bit, and slowing them down. Like tonight, the theme is, I'll still probably use Damping Sphere a little bit. Maybe there's something that would be better when I bring it in. Of course, as we saw, it did hurt me, stopping me from making the extra mana with Castle Garenbrig, but just slowing the opponent down, slowing down an opponent who plays a lot of creatures, whether that's merfolk or mono red, gruel aggro, that sort of thing. Slowing those people down. That would also be a good angle to work in. Play some early creatures that I could trade or block or just make them not want to attack with. Also very nice. Yeah, I'll keep it like that. Palani's Hatcher and Regisaur Alpha. Being multiple bodies in one can be pretty good. Multiple blockers. Just playing one of those things could simply buy me another turn, where I then get to play Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, and if any hand's going to work, it's going to be this one. The 2 Sunken and Castle, hey, give it a go. Oh, just an... Okay, this is getting interesting. If they don't kill us, we will kill them. The other Sunken, Commune, let's see what that gets. I like a Tyrranax Rex. No Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. We dug 5, still no Ghalta. We could get turn 4. Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, Regisaur Alpha to give haste. They might die. Oh, they might die. Oh, this could be it. Sadly, we have to shuffle. Might have been Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, the very next thing underneath. But then we shuffled that away, completely shuffling the deck. Remember, we sent 4 things to the bottom. for things that weren't Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. We know for a fact we were digging closer. Ooh, man, that's close. That's close. All right, Tyrranax Rex it is, the first one. Get her done. Let's go. Let's be aggressive as much as possible. We're at 17. They're stumbling in the land department a little bit, so that does make me feel good. If they can't kill me this turn, and if they attack with a few things. 3, 6, 9, 12, 12. No Lord, no Lord. Don't play Lord. Don't play Lord or don't play Collected Company. It's now or never. Okay, well, that's something. Attack with stuff. Do it. Do it. Oh, that might have sealed their fate. Almost-ish. Close. Go to Stampede Tyrant. You can do it. No Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, sadly. Nah. That would have been pretty cool. Oh, the plan against Amalia. That's going to be Giant Cindermaw. If Amalia, Explorer combo, if they can't gain life, it's not much of a deck. The whole thing centers around gaining life. So just bringing in the Giant Cindermaw. That's how she goes. Nah. That's too bad. We would have been fast enough. We could have gotten to Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. So you see, even with 4 copies, nuts. Darn. So close. So close. But no cigar. But yeah, Amalia, Giant Cindermaw. That's the best thing to attack the Amalia deck. If they're not gaining life, they're not really doing much of anything. But you could also Flame Sweep, which I have used in the past. You guys probably have seen. 2 in a red, instant speed, 2 damage to each creature. Amalia, specifically, the way they gain life is little creatures. 1/1s, I think pretty much exclusively. It is 1/1 creatures that gain them life to start that combo. So while everything is on the stack, or when Amalia enters, they're about to gain life or something like that. Or they go Court of Calling, tapping some creatures to search for Amalia. Or the Wild Growth Walker, the final piece to start the combo. You sweep all those creatures, that would keep it going, pretty much. Now. But this looks good. Beautiful hand. Got the Castle Garenbrig Topiary Stomper. We know it's going to be Carnage Tyrant on turn 4. After that, Topiary on turn 3. I guess not. That's a turn 1 Thoughtseize. Hey, there you go. A little bit unfortunate losing Topiary, but eventually we'll get there. At least we got Kaheera. Yeah. Nice is good. That's what you get for turn 1 Thoughtseize. You missed your land drop. Ooh, karma. Stalactite Stalker. Huh. Pretty nice. I don't have to worry about Kaheera being killed. That's good. I must say, it is nice having Kaheera. I don't know how often I play it. I want to try and keep track of that. How often am I playing it? Is it good just to always have that possibility of playing it and powering up every other creature in the deck? I would think so. Yeah. Yeah, another Carnage Tyrant. Let's do it. Oh, yeah. Nasty. Revenge against losing to those merfolk. Rakdos Midrange? I guess it is. Probably with Fable of the Mirror Breaker, you would think. Tranquil Throwback it is. I think for now, I'll default if I want to bring in a specific creature, Tranquil Throwback or Giant Cindermaw, take out Earthshaker Dreadmaw. Something like that. Could be a lot of stuff. I mean, it is expensive, but eventually we get there, and we get there pretty fast sometimes. Sometimes it is turn 4 Tyrranax Rex, so I still like that possibility. It's not like, oh, it's so slow, we're not seeing it till quite late. No, you can still see it quite fast. Yeah, you can work with that on the draw. Extra chances to see lands is nice, and Sylvan Scrying means, well, we may get to 3. Hopefully they don't Thoughtseize away the Sylvan Scrying, though. Good. Can't really play Tranquil Throwback, which is nice. Well, you can play Tranquil Throwback, but I don't have any extra, is what I'm trying to say. So we'll go with Kaheera. Try our best. Hopefully get the 4th land next turn. I could set up for it. Now let's do that. Ugh, okay. Not a land. Phew, finally. Okay, Stomping Ground. I was going to say that's going to be rough. Good thing I searched with Commune. Both of them. Might be too little too late at this point. So some sweeper for 3 damage could be good. The Flame Sweep could have taken out... I'm going to sneeze. Inti. Could have taken out Inti at some point there, but hey, we'll pay 2. We'll get the first of 3 down. Don't really need to exile the graveyard. Gain a bit of life here. At least they can't fail to push it, which is quite nice. Can't trade with Inti as well. We're not done for yet. Gain another 4 next turn. Well, could be good. Okay, okie dokie. I know when we're definitely done for. Safe to assume that's going to happen. I'm going to take out Tranquil Throwback. I don't always really like it specifically for that. You can't really play it for 3. Just paying it 3 for a 3/3 is not so good if you don't even have 1 extra green. You can do a whole lot of better stuff than that. And mainly it is for that graveyard hate. Simply getting the graveyard out of there. The life, that's pretty good. Might buy me a bit of time. Destroying an artifact or enchantment could be kind of nice, and against Rakdos it can be nice. You take out Fable and you exile the graveyard, so you don't have to worry about Kroxa, Titan of Death's Hunger. Packaging, that is pretty good, but that is costing 5 mana together, and well, you could probably do something a little bit more impactful for 5 mana, some specific creature that would be more of a scary thing. If I have 5 mana, chances are that mixture also includes Castle Garenbrig, so I could make 6 green for a creature, so I could just cast some creature for 6 mana anyways. Again, you can't use Castle Garenbrig's extra mana for Tranquil Throwback's ability. This is a triggered ability. So paying 3 for Tranquil Throwback, you might be thinking, oh, I can use the extra 3, the total of 6. Not the case. It's only activated abilities, not Tranquil Throwback's triggered. I don't want Earthshaker Dreadmaw, that's for sure. Giant Cindermaw is going to be it. Earthshaker Dreadmaw is not a may draw cards when it enters. So, well, if it did enter and they had a Shieldred, we'd be dead. You know, probably drawing 4-ish, possibly 5 cards. That's 10 damage, or losing 10 life with Shieldred out. not so great. I'd never have Earthshaker Dreadmaw enter if that was the case. Maybe try to bait out Shield Dread to block Carnage Tyrant, potentially. It's gone, and then I can draw stuff. Sadly, the darn Sylvan Scrying is going away. It's that or Topiary Stomper. For sure. Gotta be. If they know what's good for them. Okay. I like it. I like it big time. But we're going to set up a little bit. Don't exactly need Giant Zundamon next turn. Grab Sunken Citadel. Grab a second one next turn with the other Sylvan Scrying, and well, we'll get rid of the Cindermaw because that's the easiest thing for them to kill. I think I'd kind of be dead-ish. Playing another Sunken Citadel next turn would, well, it would get me in range of Ghalta's Stampede Tyrant. No more Thoughtseize. Oh, okay, this is good. Oh boy. This is actually getting to be in the range of scary stuff. If they don't have something that makes us discard, if we draw Palani's Hatcher or Regisaur Alpha, they die. Next turn, they die. Oh boy, strap yourselves in. Hasty. Oh, not quite. But that's still good. That's still good. Again, a very reasonable thing that I could have expected to see. One of those 8 creatures that gives each other creature haste. Hey, let's do this. And that's all right. We still got Carnage Tyrant. They're squirming a little bit. Make a treasure. Sacrifice it to, well, for Fatal Push, take out Kaheera there. Do it. Oh, okay. I like that. Any creature we draw, easily able to play. We can make 8 mana. 9. We can make 9. Oh. Alright, let's see something good. Do I want another Carnage Tyrant? Yeah, I might as well. 3 lands. Oh.
I am inevitable.
Boom. There you go. Smoke him. That was pretty good. You saw. Oh. Merfolk just almost there. And that's why Commune with Dinosaurs pretty good. Increase the chances you see Ghalta. But multiple moments. If I had Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, I could win. So I want to increase the chances of seeing her. That's why I was using Fierce Empath there for a little bit. An elf, 2 and a green, 1/1. It enters. We search for a creature with a mana value 6 or greater. If we don't have Ghalta, we search for Ghalta. If we have Ghalta, we search for something else big that is going to be impactful. If I can make 4 green, or, well, if I have 4 lands, if I can make 6 green on turn 4 with Castle, Sunken, and say 2 forests. Turn 3, I'd go Fierce Empath. Grab Carnage Tyrant, play that on turn 4. Set up for Ghalta. Any number of things. Whew. Beautiful. There's just so many little angles, things to consider. It's fascinating just thinking about, oh, I can play this and this and this. It's so completely different from other variations, but I definitely think it could potentially be the best way to play dinos. Absolutely. All right, I think I'll leave it there for now. I'll still get some good sleep, even though I had a bit of a cat nap there. A couple cat naps. I'm happy to do this, though. Sometimes it is a little bit late. It's not as much as I would want ever, but we'll get there. I'll still keep doing what I can, whenever I can, as much as I can, even with 2 kids. And kids are the most important thing. Absolutely. Teach my daughter eventually. Yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully, well, I would figure I'm in Diamond by tomorrow night's stream. Whew, very good stuff. Do I keep using Damping Sphere? Could something be a little bit better? Maybe. Something we'll think about. But either way, even if something's super fast, we might be just fast enough to get that Ghalta Stampede Tyrant to get the Ruthless Aggression and get the win. Alright, see you later. Thanks for watching.